places that tear up my reputation, manipulate my decisions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back.
That's Shawn Mendes, one of the hottest and youngest pop singers around. With Tracy Smith, we take note.
Feel the tension. We can cut it with a knife. Yeah.
At Hungary's Ziget Music Festival last summer, 30,000 or so fans went crazy for a young guy with little more than a guitar, skinny jeans, and a megawatt smile.
You got plans tonight, say with me. I'm a couple 100 miles from Japan and I.
Shawn Mendes has cheerfully become one of the biggest names in pop music.
I thought that I've been hurt before, but no one's ever left me quite this sore.
At just 20 years old, he's already a veteran of 3 world tours and 3 hit studio albums. He's also the first artist in history to have 4 #1 adult pop hits before his 20th birthday.
Baby, please have mercy on me and take it easy on my heart. Even though you don't mean hurt, you keep tearing me apart. Please.
And as we saw when we met him in his Malibu studio, his success is even more amazing when you find out he learned piano by watching videos online.
It's amazing, though, that you can become so skilled, you know, without traditional...
I wouldn't say so skilled. I'm like a very average piano player, but yeah, some people become extremely good at piano off of YouTube.
You didn't sound so bad.
Well, yeah.
Turns out he also taught himself to play a pretty mean guitar. But self-teaching has its limits. There are some things Shawn Mendes was just born with. His story begins in Pickering, Ontario, just east of Toronto.
What did you think of Pickering growing up?
I loved it here, and I still do.
Said I wanna get to know ya.
The older of 2 children, Shawn Mendes grew up in a music-loving family, and a lot of that music came from him.
Did you sing in the shower and stuff?
Oh yeah. It didn't have to be in the shower though. It was everywhere. It was everywhere.
And your parents would say,
Shut up. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
Young Shawn started imitating his favorite singers, and he'd make little videos of himself.
I mean, it basically started in your bedroom.
Yeah, that's where it started. Here, right, literally behind you. Is where it started.
Literally right over there.
Yeah.
And in 2013, lightning struck when he started posting some of those little videos online. It suddenly got him noticed by millions of viewers, and eventually by a record label.
What do you think it was that clicked with people?
I don't know. I have no idea. I think I have a good ear for what people like to listen to and want to hear, and I guess the stars kind of aligned for me, you know?
You might say that. In the space of a few years, Shawn Mendes went from his bedroom in Pickering to the recording studio to a worldwide tour.
Thank you so much.
And to things like the Met Gala in New York City. He also won a spot on Time magazine's list of the most influential people of 2018.
Was there a part of you that thought, wow, this is happening too fast?
Yeah, there was a moment when I thought things were going too fast, but then I realized that it's much better at going fast than slow in this world, so yeah.
Might as well just embrace it.
Well, yeah.
The hard part of all of this, he says, can be stopping long enough to smell the roses.
Sometimes, like, I think, like, in life we're so focused on the future and, like, where things are going to go, we forget to, like, look at the beautiful parts of what we're living right now.
Do you feel like you try to enjoy
Definitely.
the present?
Every day I wake up and I'm like, dude, you're 20 and you're doing what you love to do for a living, and I really have nothing truly to worry about at the moment in life, you know?
Of course, he might worry about getting mobbed. The word heartthrob comes to mind, and most of his fans are young, female, and really devoted. Yet, somehow, he still manages to be one of the least self-centered celebrities we've met.
Hey man, how's it going?
When we stopped for coffee in downtown Toronto, he automatically asked the crew what they wanted.
Would you like an Americano? Americano? Drink?
Of course, he said yes to a quick selfie on the way out.
Thanks, man. No problem.
And again on the sidewalk outside.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Still, he says it's not always easy to be Shawn Mendes.
Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood.
In My Blood, the Grammy-nominated single from his Grammy-nominated new album, speaks to the crippling anxiety he's learned to live with since his star took off.
For me, it was, you know, being overwhelmed and kind of feeling like, you know, there's mornings where you feel like you can't get up and do what you got to do.
How bad did it get?
It's not this thing where you find yourself laying on the ground for a month. It's one day you feel great, and even maybe in the morning you feel great, and then the afternoon you feel like everything's crashing down around you.
And did you have like panic attacks, that kind of anxiety, or?
I guess I had a few, you know, kind of breakdowns and panic attacks, but was able to deal with them.
He says his family and friends have helped him through it, and that's a good thing. He'll be on another world tour for most of next year. But for a guy who got famous online, nothing beats the thrill of being face to face.
So it's like chugging like 10 espressos, like getting on stage.
All those fans.
Exactly.
Could you see yourself still doing this in 50 years?
Oh, yeah, totally. I hope we're sitting here having this conversation and I'm playing stages across the world. That's my thing. I think as long as I can do this, I want to be doing it.
God bless you for thinking that we could be having this conversation
Yeah.
50 years from now.
And that's part of the appeal of Shawn Mendes, a sense that anything might be possible.